Bonjour Sagittarius and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your January tarot reading. I have posted the tarot birth card January readings last week, so if you've not checked yours out, I will drop you a link in the description box below to the playlist so that you may check it out, and because it may complement this or it may resonate better depending on your circumstances. So I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good month so far. For today's reading, I'm going to be using the Walking Meditation Tarot deck by Dani'el. This is a truly gorgeous nature deck, which I reviewed on my channel. So if you would like to check out the artwork or get the info on how to get the deck for yourself, there will also be a link in the description box below. Now, as always, I have split my deck into three different piles. We have the Major Arcana for the main energy, my bad, for January. The court cards over there, which is who you are advised to embody in order to maximize the energy, and the minor arcana to delve into your message. So as always, please just remember this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody, so just drop what doesn't. So what is the main energy for my Sagittarius querents for January, please? What do they need to hear for their highest good? So your energy is the Chariot. Wonderful, victorious energy. Now I will obviously go into the meaning of the cards when they are all out. What court card are my querents advised to embody this month, please? Oh, that came out. I'll take it. It desperately wanted to come out. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. So let's delve into your messages. We have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, so two fours next to each other, and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of, but that's definitely there, is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is an energy of mental breakthrough. Three is the number of expansion and growth. Because the swords represent the air element, they represent anything to do with thoughts, ideas, knowledge that's acquired, and also truths and communication. So the Three of Swords is a card that tells me you're going to have a mental breakthrough about a certain situation or a relationship. Now, as I often say, the Three of Swords, because it's the soul's energy, they cut. So it can be an uncomfortable energy, but this is your spirit team working behind the scenes, trying to bring you to that mental breakthrough. So it could be that something is not good for you, whether you've outgrown it or whether you just weren't aware because something was hidden from you, for instance. No matter what it is, obviously, take what resonates. Your energy for the month is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is a card of victory. This is a card that says that your will is unstoppable. The Chariot is not going to take a detour. They just go straight for what they want and they tackle whatever life throws at them, and they arrive on the other side victorious. So it's a beautiful energy of, sheer determination that brings about the results that you want. I particularly like the Chariot energy. I think it's awesome because when you get to that victory, you've worked for it, and it makes it even sweeter, if you ask me. Now, in your annual reading, January, you had the Ace of Cups. So if you've not watched your annual reading, I will drop you a card here, and if it doesn't appear, because sometimes it doesn't, it will definitely be in the description box below, so you can see the energies for the 12 months, because it gives you a broader view and how they move on from one month to the next, and that may give you extra information. But this Ace of Cups talks about a door that's opened, and with the promise of making you very happy, because the cup is everything to do with your feelings and your emotion. So it has the potential to make you to make your heart sing, literally. But with the Chariot energy, this is you heading for this. That's what I'm seeing, for January. And you're advised to embody the characteristic of the Knight of Pentacles in order to maximize this. Now, I'm not surprised by that, because knights represent taking action. This is movement forward. Now, Pentacles being earth energy, it's a very pragmatic energy, slow energy, but very reliable and calculated. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's going to plan all of the steps in order to get to where they want to be. I don't know why I said where they were. But with the Chariot is a card of strategic as well, because the Charioteer is a strategist. They have a plan to get to where they want to be, and so has the Knight of Pentacles. So I can see why this would maximize the energy of the Chariot if you embodied this characteristic of planning, having a clear goal in mind, and taking all of the steps in order to get there, even though it may take a bit longer. So we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So the Six of Swords is a card of having overcome some kind of disruption and mentally having accepted it and drawn some very valuable lessons and experience from it. And because of it, you now look at the future with a much more optimistic views, because you know why things happened. You've understood that, because this is Swords energy. Again, this is to do with the mental realm. And what you've learned, what you've acquired as experience, you take with you, confident in the fact that, this has made you grow, and now you can look at the future in a more optimistic way. This is supported by the Four of Pentacles, which represents, generally speaking, financial stability, because 4 is strong foundation and stable energy. The Four of Pentacles, however, in the shadow side, may represent holding on too tight to things or people. So if we're talking about relationships, if you're here for relationships, the lessons that you might have learned is that you can't hold on to people if they've decided to go. And if you love someone, they always say, set them free. And I know it's a cliche, but you get the meaning I'm trying to convey here. And I'm getting the shadow side of this card kind of heavily for this message. And if it's to do with business or work, this is saying don't hold on to the past on how things used to be done. Okay, just look towards the future and do things differently, because the old ways doesn't work anymore. That's the message I'm getting for that. And so we have the Ten of Wands with the Four of Cups. So there's a big burden here. The Ten of Wands, wands being your energy, fire, passion, desire, represents having put a lot of time, effort, sweat equity, bits of your soul into something or a relationship. And, quite rightly so, when we do things like that, when we're so passionate about something, we end up being exhausted. So it may talk about burnout, if it's work, for instance, but it may also talk about exhaustion in a relationship, having tried so hard to make it work, and, you just know it's not working anymore. Now, what I love about the Ten of Wands is that you've not dropped any of your wands. In other words, this is a successful dropping of your burden. This is you saying, okay, well, I've done everything I could for this, and now I'm going to drop this, and I'm going to stop this, because this is not, bringing that fire in my life like I want, that passion, that desire. It's gone. It's become a burden. I'm tired of fighting. I just want to drop it. That's the message I'm getting. Because the Four of Cups being here really talks about having lost your thirst for life. It's an energy of apathy. And if it's work, it may well be that, you've tried so hard in a company, at your old job or whatever, and now you've even lost interest in it. You're just like, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't be bothered anymore. That's the energy I'm getting. Could be the same if you've been trying to do to try a business, a special business, something that was different, and you were very excited about it, and you tried and tried and tried, and you pushed, and you really put your heart and soul into it, and now you're just like, well, I didn't get what I wanted out of it. I pushed too hard, the energy of that Four of Pentacles, and I was like, you know, like holding on too tight to the desire of making this work is what I'm hearing. And you just like, you know what, I just don't want that anymore. I want closure. And that's what that Ten of Wands is. Now, it could also be for a relationship, as I've explained before. Now we have this Two of Cups with the Five of Cups, which indicates some kind of disappointment over a partnership. Now, the Two of Cups represents a significant partnership, whether you're talking about a soulmate, like a romantic partner, or you're talking about a deep friendship, which could be with a family member or co-worker, whoever, a business partner, someone who's significant in your life. But the Two of Cups also may represent a decision, being at a crossroad, and, you know, judging that crossroad with your heart. It's a decision from the heart space. And what I'm saying, whether we're looking at somebody or whether we're looking at a decision that you made, is that it brought about an emotional challenge, because 5 is the energy of disruption. So all of this is to do with your feelings, again, because we are in the water element. The Five of Cups talks about a disappointment, talks about, it could be regret as well, it could be sadness, it could be depression, anything that makes you feel negatively. But the Five of Cups also, there's another message with it, which is you still have 2 cups standing upright. So the message with that is to remember that you have learned something from that, and not all is lost. That's the core message of the Five of Cups. So if you are feeling disappointed or about a partnership or relationship, this is saying, hey, you've learned something from it. If we're talking about a decision that you've made, this is saying, don't regret the decision you've made, because with the Six of Swords being here, you have learned so much from this. And you do have a brand new opportunity coming your way with this Ace of Cups in January in your annual reading. And with the attitude of the Chariot, with the, you know, determination and strong will and planning of the Knight of Pentacles, you will get there. You know, there's a good, exciting brand new beginning that will come your way that has the potential of fulfilling you emotionally. So let me just grab a final card. Final message, please. Oh, this card right here. And we have the Ace of Swords. There you go. Mental clarity. Victory. The Ace of Swords is the card of victory. This is the card of having a brilliant idea that gets you out of a sticky situation, or gets rid of all the fog if you're not sure what to do. This is really the epiphany, the moment where you realize, yes, I know why this happened, or I know why I made that decision, I know what I've learned, and now I can look forward to something brand new. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. This is your most precious commodity. I'm so grateful you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a truly wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.